Greetings. Good morning. I hope everyone's morning is going great. I was sent this story that I'm about to talk about by someone who does not want to give their name. Now, I am going to be following up more on this story and making some phone calls. Now, I want you to imagine for a moment that you're a parent with a special needs child that is nonverbal. You send her to school and she has to have a wheelchair at all times. The child comes home with bruises. You complain to the school and let them know what's going on over and over and over again. Your calls for justice and to correct the situation are never answered. You put a recording device on your daughter's wheelchair, hoping to capture what is actually happening. And during this, you discover that your daughter is taken out of her wheelchair. The recording device is discovered. So you send more recording devices. This state is a one-party state, which means that you can leave a recording device somewhere as long as one party in that conversation knows that it's being recorded. School officials take your daughter out of the wheelchair and put it in another room because they know it has a recording device in it. Conversations are recorded. People at the school complain. You are charged and arrested. So after your arrest, the local media picks up on this, questioning why you are charged with 20 counts, why the investigation was shoddy and quick. How could you have been charged with this when the school officials were the ones that moved your daughter's wheelchair to a different room? Then you have someone from the school system talk to a news reporter and violate HIPAA in school policy by telling the reporter things that you shouldn't. You then ask the reporter not to use it, and when they continue questioning you and do not tell you that they're not going to use it, you hang up on them. There is a lot to this story. I'll be back in just a moment.
The Livingston Parish school system admits it made a big mistake tied to the case of a mother arrested while trying to protect her special needs daughter.
The school system acknowledged it routinely takes the child's wheelchair away from her and then stores it in another room. The child's mom was charged when recording devices on that wheelchair picked up conversations from other people. The investigative unit and Chris Nakamoto with this latest problem.
Michael, Sylvia, we wanted to know how the mom could be responsible for wiretapping when the school acknowledged its staff moved Gracie Carter's wheelchair to other parts of the building and knew there were recording devices on it. After confirming that practice to us, a school spokeswoman asked us not to report the information, and the line disconnected when we continued questioning her about it. 17-year-old Gracie Carter's story is getting more outrageous by the day. Her mother, Amanda Carter, arrested and charged with wiretapping after placing recording devices on her daughter's wheelchair. She took the step when Gracie came home with these bruises on her body. Carter's husband, Jesse, tells us his wife was charged after conversations were recorded without their daughter present. In Louisiana, at least one party to a recorded conversation must be aware of the recording.
None of the recording devices would have taken place if they would communicate and let us know what's going on with their daughter. Okay? That's all we want to know.
Livingston Parish school system why it would relocate Gracie's wheelchair. Delia Taylor, a spokeswoman for the school, wrote in a statement, the student participates in ambulatory activities during the day as part of her IEP, individual education plan, including classroom interaction, physical education, and physical therapy exercises. On these occasions, the wheelchair is removed from the classroom to allow for additional space. It is placed in a safe, unoccupied, secure space. The parents say that is false, and Gracie remains in a room all by herself at Live Oak High and needs a wheelchair at all times.
Well, I think if anybody is wrong here, it's the school, and they should be looked into, but not the mother.
LSU law professor Ken Levy calling the school system's pursuit of charges heavy-handed, and the wiretapping law is not designed to go after parents of special needs children trying to protect their kids.
What is the purpose of that? What are they going to try to put the mother in jail, and then this poor child doesn't even have her mother around? I mean, this just seems crazy.
An hour after the school system admitted it takes away the child's wheelchair, Taylor, the spokeswoman, asked us not to report that, saying instead, Livingston Parish Public Schools is prohibited by legal statute from identifying any student with disabilities in accordance with HIPAA regulations. nor can the district comment on the individual education plan, IEP, for students with disabilities, including information about devices that may or may not be part of that student's IEP. Thus, Livingston Parish Public Schools cannot respond to your request for a public statement. This morning, we asked Taylor and school leaders how they can continue pressing charges against the mother when their own employees moved the child's wheelchair. Taylor never got back to us. The district attorney's office says it expects to receive this file in the coming days and will determine how to proceed.
So here's an update on this case. This poor mother has been forced to file a lawsuit. Pause to read. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this is going to be an ongoing investigation for me. I will bring you further updates into this case when I find out more. What's your thoughts? Comment and let us know.